You guys real quick how to break your bead on your tire, basically with no tools, and stay tuned and we'll show you that. I'm going to tell you why I did this and what you might be able to use this on, even if you're not using it right now. Some people go, oh yeah, you're ruining good rims and all this stuff. Come on. Okay, if you're on the side of the road and you've got a flat tire and you don't have a rim that matches your other rim and you've got a tire on that rim, you want to get it fixed. I mean, I was in with my trailer, and I even had trailer tow and everything, and AAA did not have service where I was, and I had a rim that didn't match my other rim, and I had a tire on it, and this is exactly what I did when I was on the side of the road. So I'm showing you guys something that I use. In this case, I'm taking these tires off the rim. I'm going to paint the wheels, and then I'm going to go down and buy tires and have them put on. But you know, I don't want to run down there and get the tires put on, you know, have them take them off. You know, it's an hour out of my day just to do that. So it's much easier for me just to remove them myself at home. So I'm going to show you real quick. If you have an aluminum wheel, just so you know, I mean, do this at your own risk, of course, because you could scratch your rim pretty badly by doing this. But they do have these. This is a moving blanket at Harbor Freight Tools. If you go on there, if you go on Harbor Freight Free and look on my channel, you can find other places to get these things for free. So this is a free item. One of these moving blankets. They're kind of thin, but they do work well. So what you want to do is put your tire on your moving blanket if you have a chrome wheel. If not, I don't really care on this wheel, but I'm just showing you for an instance. And I'm going to show you how to break that bead right now. So I'm actually inside my truck right now. It's always best if you have a heavy-duty vehicle, like a 3/4 ton pickup or something like that, to do this. And always breaking the bead is probably the hardest part. Taking the tire off the rim is actually very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and roll up over this thing. I'll show you exactly how I do this. This is how you do it. Oh, I missed it. Missed it again. Sometimes they come right off, sometimes it takes a few times. So this one's a little harder. Maybe it's because the mat's underneath it. I'll turn the wheel sometimes and kind of work our way around it. Guys say, oh yeah, you ruin a rim by... No, I've never bent a rim ever by doing this. So, that's ridiculous. It's actually sliding a little bit on the mat. So you might find this a little bit more difficult to do if you're trying to save a chrome wheel or a... About to go right there, I can see it. Alright, I'm going to try it without the mat. You can also try protecting your rim with some tape. You know, there's a lot of things you can do if you have a aluminum wheel. Definitely works better without the mat, I can tell. It just... Notice how I turn the wheel, kind of work my way around the rim. Some of them come off easy, some come off hard. This one's a little bit harder than the last one I did. So sometimes I'll get out. Usually it's broken by now. But what I'll do is I'll actually turn it around, get another part of the rim. This is a good example of a harder one. The last ones I did just pop right off. So what I'll do is get out, turn it a little bit, do a different portion of the rim, work my way around, and then sometimes it takes 5 or 6, sometimes it takes 20 times to do it. Sometimes you just drive over it once and it's done. And get a really good drive over it. It helps better when the tire's the right size that's on the rim, but you just don't get that choice. You know, this is a really wide tire on a really narrow rim. So it doesn't give me a lot of room to drive over it with the truck. Sometimes I'll do this. It's actually already broken. Because this tire is so wide on this narrow rim, I couldn't see that it was broken down. You see it's below the bead there. So I'm going to drive around it a little bit more. I want to get it really off that rim. There it is. Broke the bead. You could do this. I've done this in the dirt on the side of the road. So that's how you break the bead. If you hang on and watch the rest of the video, I'll actually show you how to remove the tire real quick too. So this is when you have your chrome wheel. So you're going to want to protect that side somehow. Like I said, you could use a lot of tape. You could use, you know, there's a lot of different things you could do. But you know, that's really for an emergency repair. I'm not telling you to ruin your chrome wheel. I mean, that's a moron that even made that comment. You know who would do that? Oh, I'm going to ruin my wheel, you know. Come on. That's stupid. Just going to drive around it a little bit more and then we'll watch the bead break. It's right there. Right, let's take a look here. There it is. Done. Let's take a look at that rim so you can see that there's no damage to it. So I just scratched the edge a little bit. Not a big deal. I'm going to paint these anyway. But that's one of the ways you can get them off. If you're on the side of the road, you really aren't going to give a rip. You want to get the hell off the side of the road. So you just want to get your job done. You know, I was in a place when AAA had no service there. And people think, oh, AAA is everywhere. Well, in the place I was, they said, nope, we don't have any service carriers. I'm sorry. That was the answer I got. Because it was trailer tow, and they have to have certain people there to do that. So, anyway, that's how you break down the bead. I'll show you real quick how to take the tire off. I'm actually going to use a really primitive tool to do this, just to show you can do it with just about anything. I've used a tire iron before to do this. So you stand on this side of the tire, okay, so that it's down in the lower part of the rim, and you just pry it off of this way. So you push down there, push down here. It's impossible to do with one hand. But if you have two screwdrivers, it really does help. I usually use two for the first part, and then after that you can just use one. Just like a bicycle, you just take the tire right off the rim, put your other one on the same way, and you've done your roadside repair. So that's basically how you do it. I do have another video on this. You can check out the other one. It's more comprehensive, but it just shows you how to break that tire off the bead if that's what you're looking for. Talk to you next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.